Hello, everyone. My name is Sammarko Lightbourne from the University of West Indies. I am an MFA student at the St. Augustine campus. I hail from the Bahamas. Today, I will be reading a poem entitled The Tale of a Long-Memoried Griot. I was born in a temple of remembrance, tugging on the skirt of Mother Isis, giving trouble to the scribes, skipping stones along the Nile. Growing bored of centuries of dust, I traveled to laugh and gawk at meager bride prices, to chaperone my sisters, learning henna during sultry Indian summers, to bask in the glory of civilizations with stories as old as time, until one day they came and said we were not yet civilized. I had another life then, reborn into flesh with numbered days. Powers of immortality waned by disbelief. I am common folk now. And so came the ghosts on their ghost ships, trading sickness for riches and destruction for progeny. With curses on my breath, I wonder. I wonder how these people of no magic convinced my tribe to erase itself. Smallpox sealed fate, I close my eyes, remembering to ponder this in my next life. In my next life, trauma tattoos my soul, and I search for the wellspring of healing and truth. I am young, but already bent. My father teaches me trades for callous hands and how to avert my eyes and say yes sir with head always bent. Society does the rest. He says I ask too many questions about things I cannot change. Words saturated with pity, he prays that I'll become a humble servant. I humor him, but I pity him more. In cold, rigid classrooms, Caribbean history is glossed over, while the old world features like breaking news. I sit like a stone ignoring the lessons that says the greatest thing to ever happen to us is them. I ignore it because my long memory, has never forsaken me. I ignore it because I know the truth. I know a poorly educated Carolus Linnaeus who put in words that blacks are lazy, Asians fickle, and Caucasians superior. If it's in a book, it must be real. In classrooms around the world, we honor the father of discrimination. I know too that the divine right to rule did not come from a whisper from God. It came as a story repeated over and over by the winners of brutal wars. I know that history is his story, and he who wins talks loudest. I know that captured or hoodwinked to come to this new world, our cosmology was different. A man was still a man, a woman was still a woman. To them, we were not even whole. And then they left because we revolted, or because they could not afford to stay. They made sure to poison the well, though. Free colonies, yet still so many ensnared minds. Like abandoned children, some pray for their parents to return. Worse are the souls who come to love their chains. They wallow in backwardness and become island people stereotypes. But beyond the haze, glory gleams. I see hope and growth and a staircase reaching the horizon. Now I no longer mind being the uncivilized dinner guests at their table. They are not the standard, and they never were. How can the master of bagpipes tell the goatskin drummer his rhythm is invalid? Who says a knight in armor is more regal than the junkanoo in flight? By what right does the duke judge the cacique? In this imperfect work in progress we call home, we often forget. As politicians clamor for power, as the common people suffer, and as brother turns on brother, the seeds of doubt and mistrust were planted long ago, planted by those who love sugar and tobacco more than they love black and brown lives. And so I add to my songs in each of my lives, hoping that in the next, they'll remember too, for trust and unity in a wounded tribe can only return when we turn our pain to purpose and our grief to grace. Thank you, and I hope you continue to enjoy Campus Literature Week.